This album was a major evolution for us. It's the first thing we've recorded after really spending some time doing this professionally. So we made our first album when we were in college. The second thing we recorded was a rap mixtape that we did a year into touring. And then this album was really the first project that we attacked after spending a couple years in the business.
We've arrived at your service, we're alive. Bet you didn't know you require us to thrive.
It was creatively something that we wanted to represent a lot of learning that we'd done. And I think on the musical front, my bandmate Max has always been the mastermind, and he plays the instruments and does the arrangements, which are, I think, one of our strongest elements. And Max was very focused on sounds here.
You're distracted, so distracted by the noise around. We've redacted all the plagiarism you might have found.
In the past, I think we spent more of our energy on the basics of the songwriting, but here for us, it was a lot about the actual textures that we were creating and making sure that this album did something that was kind of new and that it was full of sounds that the listener hadn't heard before.
It's a next big thing.
You see them bright lights, you see the cameras flashing, my life in slow motion, the world is screaming action. Them drivers waiting on me, them bitches clawing at me, my exes hating on me, I make them so unhappy. Changing phone numbers, all my passcodes, lot of pass holes acting like assholes. Can't really say I blame them, they hear this name ring, they wish they seen it coming, I'm the next biggest thing.
Mac got really deep into analog synthesizers and into sound design and employed a lot more of the sort of production literacy that he accumulated here. And lyrically for me, and melodically, it was about trying to make something that felt really, really honest and really direct. I wanted this to be completely honest and to feel like it was a literal conversation with the listener.
You the illest of the cities I had gone. Guess that's why I got a picture of your titties in my phone. We talk about politics and who we think it would be hard to kiss, which autobot your mood and transform you to the obvious. You say that sexting is liberating, refreshing, then ask to take a picture of my Darth Vader helmet.
It's the next big thing.
I was excited about a lot of the lyrics on the record. The two that came most instantly were, well, there were three of them really. One was Next Big Thing, and one was a song called Drop, which is a straight up R&B song, and then Black Girls, which was the first single we put out.
Like they've never seen this before, like it's 1954, but the whole world's turning round and who cares? I got a thing for black girls. La, 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 la. Yeah, my mom says I got a thing for black girls. La, 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 la. You know I got some love for black girls. Yeah.
That one, I think, was almost wrote itself. I had the concept in my head for almost 3 years. Max had played me an early instrumental demo that he had made of the basic groove a few years ago, and instantly when I heard it, I thought, oh, this song should be called Black Girls. It's perfect, and I sort of knew what the chorus should feel like.
I've been to England a few times, and it's common over there. Plus the whole world's turning brown, and who cares? I got a thing for black
particularly pleased with how those lyrics turned out because the topic of the song was sort of unconventional and difficult to express in a way that wasn't falling into any of the traps that it could have. Both Max and I are in long-term interracial relationships, so it was something that was close to both of us, and we have an audience that is really made up of, people our age and younger in most cases who are, super sort of multi-ethnic and cosmopolitan and like all sorts of art from all sorts of places and like all types of people, and we just felt that there had never been an anthem that spoke to this particular issue that was very close to their hearts and to ours. You put out these records and you sort of think of them as time capsules of yourself creatively at a certain moment. And, we started making this album almost 3 years ago, so we're long past the moment that this album captures in our lives. But when I listen to the record myself, the two that maybe are, the ones I would still write today, I guess, are Interesting Times and Drop.
Yeah, this how we're doing it tonight, girl. You're in my world, and we can finish this evening talking in my ride, or continue this inside. But once you get through the door, those panties gonna drop, drop, drop to the floor, to the floor. We're gonna have a little fun. Won't stop, stop, stop till you're done. Stay on the bed until we're bored, then we'll drop, drop, drop to the floor, to the floor. I think you're stunning from your style to your curly hair.
I think in a big way, Drop sort of represents the best of what Chester French does. Unlike a lot of this album, that song is, sort of like explicitly really playful and has a humor to it. And that, when I think about all the music that we've made as a duo, is the stuff that I think is my favorite and is sort of the most unique version of what we do.
But once you get through the door, those panties gonna drop, drop, drop to the floor, to the floor. We're gonna have a little fun. Won't stop, stop, stop till you're done. Stay on the bed until we're bored, then we'll drop, drop, drop to the floor, to the floor.
I really love that song, and I love how it balances our sort of approach to songwriting with our experimentation in R&B. And I also think at the end of the day that it really is a good sort of R. Kelly song, which was what we were trying to do, but with a Chester French, flavor to it.
I can't believe I'm gonna die one day. I can't believe we'll all be gone.
think Interesting Times also is sort of the clarified version of everything that we were going for in this record.
And it's weird, this room's gonna disappear, and that somebody lived here before.
It really captures a moment. I mean, the lyrics reflect a specific moment where I was sitting at my desk in my mom's room back in Wisconsin as we were recording this, and just lingering in one of these weird existential moments.
But it's all beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's nothing else to say. You're beautiful, you're beautiful. There's nothing else to say. May you live in interesting times. May you live in interesting times.
I just wrote exactly what I was thinking, and that's the song. You know, I wanted it to be almost like a little love note to the listener. And to me, that's something that hopefully, you know, if I had to put 3 or 4 of our songs ever in a little box for the future, that would be one of them.
I can't believe that I might just be projecting a dream. And I hope this finds you when things are good. And I hope that you're not facing loss. And I hope you find someone out there who loves you a lot.
The other thing about that song, too, is that this is really nerdy, but I was reading a huge amount of theoretical physics at the time, and there are a couple references in that song to, like, you know, the number of dimensions in the universe and things like that. And, you know, since I think we've always hoped that Chester French could represent this sort of junction of smart and cool, or of art and intellectualism, I was very happy with the way that I was able to slip that stuff in there, get the medicine down with the sugar.